Women in Ministry TV's Book of the Month is Transforming Devotionals by Jacqueline Battle. These 30 devotionals will feed your spirit. You'll be encouraged and inspired to read them daily. When you give a gift of $20, we'll send you your own copy of Transforming Devotionals. Just visit womeninministrytv.com and fill out the contact form. Don't forget to mention Transforming Devotionals in your message. Giving is easy. You can donate to Women in Ministry TV through Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Or you can mail a donation to P.O. Box 250882, Montgomery, Alabama 36125.
Say that. The best talk show, you better say that. The guests on the show, you better say that. Give knowledge and hope, you better say that. Alzata, that's the host, you better say that. Spread love and faith, you better say that. God steer away the hate, you better say that. We all gonna be great, you better say that. Work out passion, not pay, you better say that. Oh yeah, you better say that, say that. Oh yeah, you better say that. Oh yeah, you better say that. You better say that.
Hello and welcome to the You Better Say That Talk Show, where we dialogue with people from around the world. I'm your host, Alzata Florence, and I'm so excited that you took the time to join us today. Today I have a very special guest. This month is Women History Month, and I thought it not robbery to ask Miss Marion Sankey to be on the You Better Say That Talk Show. She is awesome in our community. She is amazing. She loves her community, she loves her church, and she loves her family. And I thought it not robbery to ask her to come and join us today, and let's hear what she has to say concerning what she does in our community. Miss Marion, thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just humbled and honored that you would invite me to be a part of You Better Say That.
You better say that.
You better
Yes.
say that. I
Yes.
love it. Thank
Amen.
you.
Well, you're so welcome, and I know you have a lot to say, and I know that you're going to share with us some of the things that God has put in your heart to do. But before you do that, I want to just let the audience know some of the great things you've done and have done and doing in our community. Is that all right?
That is okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Marion Sankey, she initiated the annual Black Male Summit, the annual Teen Summit, the annual MLK celebration, which I've attended plenty of those, and she has been doing that for 26 years. That's almost 3 decades now. 3 more years will be 3 decades. She is an ambassador for leadership programs. She's Greater Peace Christian Education. She's on that committee. And some of her awards is yearly, she awards scholarships to high schoolers to further their education. She donates to many nonprofit organizations and so much more. Marion, thank you so much for what you do in this community.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job. I mean, I could have read about 15 or 20 other things, but we didn't have time. But we just wanted to highlight some of the great things that you're doing. So tell us just a little bit about yourself.
So, as most people can tell, or they will ask, where are you from? I grew up, I was born and raised in a little small town called Greer, South Carolina, which is about 30 minutes from Greenville, South Carolina, and Spartanburg. So we're like in between. I lived in Spartanburg County, but I attended Greenville County School.
Okay, there's just that close.
Just that close, yes. All of our major shopping and so forth was done in Greenville, which is a big metropolitan area now. And of course, Greer is growing. But I was one of 7 children, right there in the middle, 3 older brothers and 3 younger sisters. And my mom, who is deceased, I credit her for my upbringing, a lot of my upbringing. My father died when I was about 9 years old.
Oh, you were young.
So my mom raised 7 children by herself. So she is one of those that you would consider a single parent.
Yes.
And she raised us working every day, 4 out of the 7 of us, no, I'm sorry, 5 out of the
Okay.
7 of us have college degrees.
Oh, wonderful.
Which is a blessing.
Yes, it is.
She
Yes.
raised us in the church, Sunday school, Wednesday nights, everything.
Yeah.
Red
Circle,
Sunbeams, everything.
Yeah, Christian education.
Christian ed, yes,
Right.
everything. So we were raised in the church. I dated in the church.
Ooh.
My boyfriend had to go to church with me.
Yes, he did.
He wanted to date me.
They don't have that rule now.
No. So I was raised in attended Greer High School, and went on to pursue a degree in education at a college in South Carolina called Winthrop.
Okay.
Which my first year was an all-girls school. Wow. Yes.
In college?
In college. It was an all-girls school, and then it went co-ed the next year. So that was interesting.
Yes, it was very interesting.
Yes.
Because you don't find many colleges.
No, not today.
Not today.
Not
very
today.
few. Very few.
Yes. Yes. So I had a great childhood, loving mother, father, siblings. We got along really good.
Good.
Still get along, and of course, like all siblings, there were spats.
Oh, sure, yeah. You better say that.
Yes, you better say that.
Yes, goes with the territory. Yes.
Absolutely. And 2 of my siblings have passed.
Oh, wow.
And that was my older brother, younger brother, and my older sister. So now it's just the 5 of us.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
And we talk and see each other as much as we can.
Right.
But my sisters, we talk all the time.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
It's
and
good to
my
have a
older
good
brother,
relationship.
who pretty much became my father.
Yes.
After my dad died, he was
stepped
old
up.
enough. Yes. So he was the father figure. Gave all of the girls away.
Oh, isn't that
when
wonderful?
we got married. Yes.
So how many children do you have?
I have 4.
You have 4?
I have 4 children, and that I'm very proud of. My oldest son, Jamal, is a barber, entrepreneur that lives here.
Okay,
yes. And he gave me 3 grandchildren.
Ooh, all right, Grandma.
Yes, love it, love it. And my next to oldest son, he lives in Houston, Texas.
Wow.
Yes, he went out there to law school.
Okay.
Fell in love and stayed.
Didn't come back home.
No, he's an attorney out in Houston.
Wonderful.
And then my oldest daughter, Ashley, just moved from New Orleans to Houston, so she could be near her nieces, her niece and her brother and sister-in-law. But they gave me 2 girls.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Isn't that wonderful?
It is.
Do you get a chance to see them often?
I do. I see them pretty often. They come here at least twice a year.
Okay.
And we go out there at least 2 or 3 times a
good.
year. So
That's
we
good.
do.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
And then your baby?
My baby, Mariah. Most people know about Mariah.
Okay.
Her name is Kristen, but Kristen is an OBGYN.
Oh,
and she is finishing up her specialist in gynecology in Austin. So she
Texas
will not,
too?
she in Texas too, Austin, Texas. She will not be delivering babies anymore. She's specializing in gynecology. She will be doing minimum invasive surgery for women.
Wonderful.
Yes. So
That's
she
needed.
finishes up in June.
Yes.
So we'll be back out in Houston and Austin in June.
Isn't that wonderful?
And no children. She's married,
right?
But no children yet.
Well, it's kind
she hadn't had
the right time. Yes. Yeah, she's been busy.
Yeah, she's been very busy.
And the living the life of a doctor is a lot.
Yes.
It's very demanding.
Yes,
but I'm sure she'll slow down. She'll get started one day.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Just a beautiful history.
Yes.
Beautiful foundation.
Yes. And we tried
kids.
to give them the same foundation that we pretty much had. Church. Raise them in church.
God. Gotta have God.
Raise them in church while they're young and what you do when you become adults is going to be between you and God. But we
That's right.
did our part.
You laid the
We
foundation.
did. We
You,
tried to.
yeah, you did. You
Yes.
have to lay that foundation. And when the foundation is laid, it's up to them to build on it.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So I know you did a
Yes.
great job.
Well, we did a great job with God leading
That's
us.
it.
We
Amen.
put
That's
God
it.
first.
That's good. Well, tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about your passion. You know, you do a lot in the community. You have a lot of things going on to make a difference in the community. So tell me a little bit about what's your passion.
Well, I thought about that, and I would have to say my passion is helping people. I just have a
Passion for
passion for
helps.
helping
Mm-hmm,
people. Yes.
mm-hmm,
Um, we didn't grow up with a silver spoon, of course, with a single mom. My
yes.
dad died at a very when we were very young,
Mm-hmm.
but we had enough to help others,
That's right.
and I figured it out.
Uh-huh.
That pivotal moment came when I was like, why do I pick up people that's stranded on the side of the
Oh,
road?
wow.
And before we moved to this area, we lived in Dothan.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And my husband said, you have to stop. That's
Oh my
dangerous.
goodness.
Just anybody, especially a female,
Oh.
children stranded on the side of the road.
Oh my
People
goodness.
need help. I'm a
Yes.
sucker for giving people money on
So
side of
what?
the road. I hate to see people, and I just think
Without.
that God called me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't take being rich. You don't have to have a lot of money. He
Exactly.
wants you to help and give people, help meet the needs of
That's
people.
right. That's right.
So I try to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not rich at all.
Right.
But
But what you
what I
have
have, I'm willing to
to
share.
exactly.
Yes,
And he said, when you've done it unto the least of them, you
that's
done it
right.
unto me.
Right.
So giving and helping is it's a
Mhm.
ministry within
It
itself.
is.
It's
It
a ministry
is.
of
It
helps.
is.
And it's in your heart.
Yes, yes. Because I found out you don't have to tell people what you did, because then you give the glory to yourself.
That's it. You better say
You
that.
do it, and
And
God gets the glory.
yes, he does.
And He knows what I do.
You better say
So
that.
I don't have to get on Facebook
And toot your horn.
and toot my horn.
Yes.
Absolutely
I
not.
love it. I
Absolutely
love it.
not.
Amen.
Because I want God to get the glory, and He knows, as you said, my
Mhm.
heart.
Yes, he does. He knows
So,
your heart. And,
yes.
and then the other thing about that, and what that I love so much is God gives gifts. He gives gifts. He
Yeah.
gave you the gifts of help. He put
Yeah.
that in your heart.
Yes.
And whatever else he gives out. The Bible says he gives it gifts as severally as he will. So he made us. He created us to who we are, to be who we are. So he gave you that helpful heart and that giving spirit. And I'm the same way. I'll just
Yeah.
give.
Give.
And then I don't have nothing left.
Yes.
But God made us this way, because some people are
Absolutely.
stingy. They don't care anything about the people on the side of the road or people that are in need.
Yes.
They have no compassion for that.
Yes.
But you
Yeah.
have a passion for that. God
Yes,
gave
ma'am.
it to you. So he's going to get the glory out
Yeah.
of your story
Yes.
as you do that,
Yes.
So you've already shared with us where you got your passion for helping children,
Mhm.
so if your ministry is helps, why is it geared toward kids? Because you do so much for the kids.
Well, it's geared toward kids because um, when it comes to heroes,
Mhm.
and of course, my mom was a giver.
She was
She did the
and she
same
was a
thing, and she
hero.
didn't even have it to give,
Right.
but she would pick up seniors in the community and take them to church or to the grocery store, because
Mhm.
most of them didn't drive, didn't have
Yeah.
vehicles.
Right.
So I just kind of picked up from her,
Mhm.
but then it transferred to children because our children are our future.
Yes. Oh my
And there's
goodness.
so much that I want them to be exposed to.
Right. That's
They
good.
need us. And I don't think people realize that children don't remain children forever.
That's right. They grow up.
So we have to do what we can to help our children be better adults.
Yes. Yes.
So And I enjoy being around the
Yeah, you do.
children.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
do.
I enjoy them because listening to them, some of the things that they talk about, they're just so much fun, and they bring me so much joy,
Yes,
and
keep you
just
young
keep
too.
me young, and just helping and watching them achieve
Right,
is,
exactly.
yes.
Yeah,
And we need to expose our children.
that's right. They
There's
need to be
so
well
much,
rounded.
they need to be well rounded,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Exactly. And you bring that to the table. I've seen you at the Martin Luther King. I've been not 26 years, but I've been probably about 10 to 12 years.
Yes.
Over the last couple of years that I've been in Opelika, about
Mhm.
19 years. And I see how you interact with them, and I see how they love you and they respond to you. You can get them to jump over the moon, because you have that kind of rapport with them. But you laid that foundation. You open yourself up so that they can
Mhm.
come to you, and then
Mhm.
you have almost 100 kids
Yes.
involved in your
Yes.
your your your, your community service. You have
Mhm.
them involved. How do you get all those kids involved, loving what they do?
Well, it's about relationships.
Yes, it is.
And so when they know that I love what they're doing,
Hmm.
then they're going to try even harder. And we have to tell children and help them to believe in themselves, and let them know that they are great, that
Yes.
they are great, and we
Hmm.
want them to continue to be great.
Yes, we do.
So building the relationships with
Hmm.
them and with their families,
Yes,
it helps.
that's right.
And I have young people that have been my little proteges, as I would call it, for years, that
Yes.
have been with me from elementary school. Many of the kids I taught,
Uh-huh.
and now I'm working with their
Oh
kids,
my goodness. Isn't that
kids from the
something?
past. It is.
Oh
It's
my goodness.
amazing how kids come, and I'm like, I taught your mom,
Mm.
or I taught your dad. It
Yes.
just gives me
Us-
so much
I
joy.
know.
Hmm.
So what
To keep
school
it
did you teach
going. I
here in
taught
Opelika? You
I
didn't
taught
talk
at
about that.
Carver. I did
Okay.
teach at Carver for a couple of years with Larry Strickland as the
Hmm. I
principal.
remember him.
Wonderful school. And then I went to West Forest, the
Okay.
feeder school.
Yes.
So I repeated with some of those kids that I had taught at
Carver,
Carver,
and then went on
that
up to.
went on to West Forest and
Wow.
taught. So my kids often say, Mama, you taught everybody. But I taught the gifted and talented
Right.
program.
Uh-huh.
And I
Oh
served
wow.
a pull out group of kids,
Mm-hmm.
but then I served all of the kids in the
That's right.
school
Okay.
from third, fourth, and fifth.
Uh-huh.
So I got a chance to interact and build relationships with most of the kids that came through
That's right.
West Forest.
Oh wow.
So that's why it appears that I did teach them.
Right.
I did
You
teach them,
did.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I still see a lot of them, and we still have strong relationships
Very
and so
good.
forth. So that brings me joy.
Yes.
When I'm invited to weddings, I
Oh
have 3 weddings
yes.
that I will be
Attending
attending in June.
previous kids
Yes, previous kids
that you
or
taught.
kids that I built a relationship with
Mm-hmm.
through the Dream Day Foundation.
Right, exactly.
Yes,
Isn't that
yes.
marvelous?
It
It's,
is.
it's so
Yeah, it
amazing.
is. It
So
is.
I tell you, so you pour so much into the community, through all the activities that you do. What does your community mean to you?
Oh,
What does
community
it mean?
means a lot. No matter what
Yes.
community you're in, your community should mean everything. Because this is the community, these are the people that we serve, and these are the people that support me in what
Yes.
I do. And just being a part of a great community
Mm-hmm,
in
mm-hmm.
Opelika, Auburn, Lee
Yes.
County, great
Surrounded. Mm-hmm.
community, especially when you compare to some other communities.
Yes.
You really, really appreciate your community, and it's growing. And I've been able
Oh
to watch
yes.
it
Isn't
grow
that wonderful?
from 91 up to this point, and which is
Yes.
a blessing. And I've watched it grow into a great
Yes,
community.
it is.
Not perfect, just like
No.
we're not perfect,
Nowhere is perfect.
but it's a great community.
Hmm.
And what we pour into this community is what we will get back.
That's exactly
So
right.
we all should want, we have, it's our
Yes,
responsibility.
it is. Oh
It's
my, I
really
love
our
that. Yes,
responsibility
it is.
to contribute in
Sure.
making our community great.
Amen.
So if we don't do it,
Who
then
will?
who will?
Mhm.
And then we'll have things going on in our community that we're not pleased with.
That's right. Exactly. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Hey, this is Alzata here, pastor of the Fellowship of Faith Christian Center right here in the great city of Opelika, Alabama. Just want to take a moment to invite you to our first fruit service, Sunday, April the 6th at 2 o'clock p.m. Our special guest is going to be Bishop LaRae Martin and the Abundant Life Christian Church out of Tallahassee, Alabama. So listen, if you're not busy, come on over. We love to have you, and we hope to see your face in the place. And remember, God loves you, and we'll see you there. We are back from our commercial break, and we're going to continue this awesome conversation with Miss Marion Sankey. You know, like you said, you know, community should be everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember when I was the football mom for Opelika High School
Mm-hmm.
during the years that my son went there, and I just love the community. You know, I still love it today. I'll do whatever, you know, I just, you know, do whatever I need to do when it comes to community. But that was just a time where I saw the community just rally around the players. You know, we went to the championship. That was the last time we went to the championship in 2017. And I mean, just the whole community just came out. And when if I needed something for the boys,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I got it. You know, I could go to any business, I could go to any parent.
Yes.
You know, I can call anyone in, you know, anyone in the community, restaurant, and whatever we needed, they made sure that we had it.
Absolutely.
But just to see that, you know, their heart for giving and pouring back into, you know, the community, the school, the boys, you know, or whatever we were doing, sports, you know,
Absolutely.
it was just totally amazing.
Yeah.
And I do give kudos to our mayor. You know, he has done a great job of building Opelika. It's like a little small city, because sometimes I'm riding down the road and I'm just like, did I ride up in Atlanta?
Yes.
You know, because traffic is really booming. But, you know, so many wonderful things is going on right now.
It is. And this community has really supported all of my initiatives and endeavors. And they've been there for the annual Dr. Martin Luther King program. They have been there for the Dream Day Foundation totally.
Yes.
And before the buzzword of nonprofits.
Right.
You know, now everybody has a nonprofit.
That's
but
true.
Before we were receiving money from different entities and so forth for our nonprofit, the community supported us.
Yes.
Because you can't do anything free. It costs money to do the things that we do. And the donations and support that I got from the community is just overwhelming. And I'm just really, really tickled. And I just feel that it's a great, great community.
It is.
Yeah. It's a great community.
Yes. And we love it.
And we love it.
We love it. We love our community.
Don't plan to go anywhere.
That's right.
Now, of course, my children feel different about that. Our children feel like we should move to Texas.
I don't know about that.
And I've experienced Texas many, many times.
Yes.
And I don't care for the traffic
the
and
hustle
so forth.
And the bustle.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I'm happy here. I'm happy here. So it would take a lot for us to make that move.
God would have to really speak,
yes,
right?
He would really
loud and clear.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you
love this community.
Yes.
Great community, and we'll compare it against any community.
Me too. You know, I was born in Hawaii, but I was raised in the Valley. And, you know, we've been down here for almost 20 years and I love it. You know, in Valley, thank God, it's just 15 minutes up the road.
Right.
But I just love Opelika. And I don't see myself going back home for any reason, which is just right up the road and go visit. I can come back, you know. But my next question was geared toward the MLK Day celebration that you do. Like I said, for 26 years, you poured back into that community. I mean, in that event so much, you know. So how did that event get started, and how successful has it been since you got started? Because I've seen it grow. But you know, I'm gonna tell you what. Before you answer that, I'm gonna tell you my very, 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 very best one that I love the most. And I'm not trying to be prejudiced or anything, but when I say prejudiced, I mean which one is better than that one. That's what I mean. but the one when you guys did Barack Obama and Michelle Obama the year that they did.
Yes.
Oh, I cried.
Yes.
It
That
was
was
just
in 91.
oh, that's okay.
Yes,
That's what
that was the year he was elected.
that's exactly right.
Yes.
And I can't. Oh my
Yes.
God, it was
Yeah. First year of his
totally amazing.
inauguration.
Yes,
Yes.
y'all had
Yes.
Michelle Obama and them
We
to come out.
did.
It was
And it
fantastic.
was, thank you. And so many people will every year people will come up to me and say, "Oh my gosh, I think this one was the best." Or they do same as you,
Right, they have their
same as you.
picks.
They have their picks,
Uh-huh.
and I just get so tickled because they'll change. It'll
Uh-huh.
change, um, but I love it. I love it. But we started actually in the year 2000 at
Mhm.
Greater Peace,
Okay.
and I pretty much invited young people from all over Lee County
Okay.
to
Very
come and
good.
be a part of it. It was
Mhm.
not a Greater Peace
Okay.
church
Function.
activity.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. We initiated and recruited kids from all over
That's good. They
um,
could come.
that could come and be a part of it because I wanted it to be a community
Very good. That was
event.
wise.
I wanted it to be a community event.
Mhm.
So we were at Greater Peace
Mhm.
from 2000 until um what tw- 2009.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And so because we had outgrown the
I was just going
church,
to ask you, had it outgrown
we
it
had
at the
outgrown the
time?
church,
Mhm.
yes. And so we moved it to
Let's
the
go do
Performing
All
Arts
right.
Center, and it has been there ever since. Yes,
Mm.
and I'm just shocked that it's 26 years
Can
myself.
yes, that's
I
almost
keep
30 years.
yes, yes, I keep telling myself because it had to be God because there were times when it is so much that goes into it behind the
Yes,
scene
it does.
that people don't realize,
Right,
you
right.
know.
It's a lot of work.
But I've had a lot of great help and continue
Support.
to have good help and support because you can't do this alone.
Exactly.
It takes a lot of willing people
Mhm.
to come and be a part of this and help put this
Yes.
together. And I've had the best.
Yes, you have.
I've had the best. So
Best
it's not,
children,
yes, the
best
best in
support.
children, the best support, the best parents.
Yes.
Just everyone has
Mhm.
been great.
Mm.
And so it just kept going.
Yes.
And the reason I know it's God is
Mhm.
because He would put the idea, He would give me the theme
Uh-huh.
that same year.
Wow.
So I would always know what the theme was going to be for the next year.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
I would always know.
Mm.
And He would give it to me.
Yes.
He would give it
Yes.
to me. And so you have to know when it's God and
Mhm.
when it's not God.
That's right. Oh, wow.
So I give Him all the credit.
Yes.
And people will often ask, well, when you going to give this up? Even my children's mama, you've done this 25 years. That's enough. I thought you were going to give it up. And I said, well, I will when God tell me.
Oh, that's correct.
I said,
That's correct.
it has to be His timing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It has to be His timing.
Yeah,
It has to be when He says enough is enough.
Right.
I'm gone.
That's right. Exactly.
Yes. And He will let me know.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you have a mentor that you can pass the baton?
I have been working on that very hard. I've been working on that and trying to convince people that you can do this, but do it the way you want to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to carry on the way that I've been doing
Mm-hmm.
it. Change is good.
Yes, it is. Yeah, change
is good.
Yes, yes.
And so I've been encouraging and working with some people to take it on, trying to mentor them that would do a fantastic job because they do a fantastic job in supporting me and helping me to come up with ideas and so forth. So I'm still working on them.
Okay,
I'm
well,
still
you work
working
on them because you know when you retire, it needs to it doesn't need to stop there. And the sign of a good leadership is when you're not there, or if you're passed on or something, someone is able to take the baton or take the load and carry it on.
Absolutely. It's our history.
It is.
And it needs to remain part of our history.
Exactly.
It is part of our history. And Dr. King has meant so much to me.
Yes.
I remember when he, was assassinated, when he was shot. And one of the things that really stuck with me is when he said, if you want to be great, serve.
That's right.
So I try to live by that.
That's right.
I try to live by
Mhm,
that.
mhm.
Not that I want to be great, but serving makes me great.
Yes, it does. It does. You know, when Jesus walked the earth, he said, I didn't come to be served,
Mhm.
but I came to
To
serve.
serve.
Exactly. And
Yes.
so when we follow his example,
Mhm.
then we can't help but to be who he calls us to
Yes.
be and be
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Because the
Yes.
least of them,
That's right.
we're the least.
The
You humble
least
yourself.
of
Because
yes.
everybody don't want to serve. Everybody wants to be served.
Well,
See about me, take care of me. But when
yeah.
we can give up of ourselves,
Yes.
God to ourselves, and
Mhm.
serve others, that means that God is pleased with
Yeah.
us.
And then too, people need to understand that serving happens in different ways.
Yes, it does.
He did not call everybody to do the same thing,
That's correct.
to serve the same way.
That's right.
He did not call everybody to do what I did. He did not call everybody to go out and support this. He didn't call it. People can serve by giving.
Yes.
That's a
Yes.
form of serving.
Yes, it is.
That's a form of serving.
Yes, it is.
So we have to understand, and we have to ask God, how can we serve
That's right.
Him, and in what ways can we serve Him?
Exactly. And when we
And
serve
He will
Him,
and He'll tell us.
That's
He'll
correct.
direct us.
Yes, He
Yeah.
will.
And one of the things that we that I am trying um to hammer into the young people is the word pivot. You have to be able to pivot.
Yes.
Because you may want to do this, but God didn't call you to do this. This didn't work out.
Right.
So you wanted to go to this college,
right.
but you didn't get in. But you got in this college.
Yes.
I wanted to be a nurse.
Oh,
growing
wow.
up. I wanted to be a nurse.
Right. But
and part of the reason was watching Julia, Diane Carroll.
Yes,
as a nurse on
yes.
television.
Oh,
those,
yes. One of the old pictures.
Old
Yeah,
stories.
I remember that.
And I just thought, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And she's, this beautiful
sharp.
nurse. I love that white uniform and so forth. But I had to pivot.
That's right.
You know why? I could not stand the sight of blood.
You wouldn't go last.
So I wasn't going to even make it. So you learn to pivot.
You do.
You want to be a basketball player, but you're not good enough. You're
that's
not.
Right.
That's just right. Not what you need to do.
That's
so
right.
you pivot and find out that baseball,
was
football. You were better.
That's right. Exactly.
And I often try to tell them about Michael Jordan, who didn't even make the high school team.
Oh my goodness. But made the
look
NBA.
At him now,
but made the NBA. And
look at him now.
That's right.
Oprah, who was fired from her job, had to pivot.
She had to pivot.
She had to pivot and became #1 talk show.
Yes, #1 for years.
I mean, you started a business and it didn't work out.
So
you pivot. You do something else. Or you try again. Just don't give up.
That's right. Get up.
Get up.
Get up. Yeah. You better say that. That's
so just trying to get them to understand that sometimes you just have to pivot.
That's right. That's important.
Yeah.
Because everybody, sometimes they don't know that they need to.
Right.
Or afraid to. And sometimes they have their mindset on one thing.
Right.
But God has another plan. And it's always God's plan for our lives or their lives that really matters the most. And we have to, He said, I know the thoughts and the plans that I think towards you.
Right.
And so it's best that us for those kids.
One of my favorite scriptures.
Yes. Get in the vein of God. Get in the plan of God. And you'll thrive there.
Yes. And then, just learning how to adapt.
Yes.
We want our young people to be able to adapt to change or recognize this is not, I'm not good at this. A perfect example would be my oldest daughter who went to college, majored in biology, wanted to go to attend med school, have always wanted to be a doctor, both of my girls. She went to Mississippi College and obtained a master's degree
Wow.
in biochemical science. Still trying to get into med school, which is very, very
Hard.
challenging.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it's very challenging to
Mhm.
get into med school,
Mhm.
very competitive.
Mhm.
And so she had to pivot.
She had to pivot.
So she started doing research
Okay.
and decided she didn't want to do that anymore because she
Wow.
started selling real estate part time.
Oh, okay.
Fell in love with it,
Mm-hmm.
quit her job, and became a full time realtor.
Look at God.
Yeah.
Had to make that
Love
pivot
it.
though.
And that is her passion.
Yes.
And if anybody watches her, or if they're, part of her, what is that they do? Not Facebook, but
Instagram.
Instagram. If they follow her on Instagram, it's obvious that it is her passion.
Okay. Because she's good at it.
She's good
and
at
love
it and love it.
Oh my goodness. She
Love
had to find her
it.
niche though.
She had to find it. It
Yeah.
cost us a little bit for her
Right.
to find it.
That's right. But
We
she
had
did.
to, yeah, but she
Now,
did.
maybe she can pay you
I'm
back
okay.
now.
I'm okay. I'm okay because it's more important for her to love what
she
she's
does.
doing than to
Mhm.
do something she doesn't love.
Exactly. That matters the most.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I'm saying?
matters.
Yeah. And
Yes,
it's important. Yeah.
yes.
So I tell you, when I look at your life and your kids
Mhm,
and how you've
mhm,
lived your life and how you
mhm,
serve God and serve the community, how
mhm.
important is for you to leave a legacy?
Well, I think legacies are important, um, because when we leave, God put us on this earth for a purpose, and that legacy should include His purpose.
Yes.
What is it, God, that you want me to do? I often ask Him, what is it that you want me to do? Legacies are important because we want them to continue, and they change lives. Legacies can bring people out of poverty.
Right. Yes.
Legacies can do a lot for people.
Mhm.
So I think legacies are important, but it's that dash. I
Mhm.
see your legacy as that dash
Right.
from you born to the day you leave this
That's
earth.
right.
And so you
Yes.
want that dash to say good things
That's right.
about you.
That's correct.
Now, am I perfect?
No,
My
we're
family
not.
perfect?
No, we're
No. I
not.
tell people all the time, God is still working on me.
Yes. All of us.
I'm still a piece
We're,
of
we're
work.
becoming.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. But I want my legacy to be one that people can be proud
That's
of,
right.
that my children can be proud
Your
of, and my
grandbabies.
grandbabies, and
Mhm.
the young people lives that I touched.
That's
And
right.
hopefully I touched it in a positive way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I have this thing now, and I got it from this young man's book.
Yeah. Talk about the
That
book.
this book, he came just this past Saturday. He flew
Okay.
in from Los Angeles,
Mhm.
California,
Okay.
to do a presentation for our Black Male Summit.
Okay.
And he wrote this book, 50 Principles to Thrive in Life.
Wow.
And he has a little background story from half full to overflowing.
Oh wow. I love that.
Very powerful.
Yeah,
So
talk
I
to me.
intentionally brought this book to share with people because I told them, I said, now you're about 40 years late writing this. I
Right.
needed this 40 years ago.
No doubt.
And I promise you, there were some things that I could have avoided.
Right.
Young people, this is a very easy read book. This book is for everyone. And one of the things that he talked about in his book, and I'm kind of marked my pages
I
of
see.
things that I really, really like.
Uh-huh.
Always look to add value.
Yes, to someone's life. Into your
Always.
life.
And I've tried to do
I love
that,
that.
but just didn't put it in those terms.
Right.
But try to add value to someone's life.
I love it.
And the principles that he have in here,
Mm.
take pride in your name,
Yes.
be who you are.
Yes.
There's only one me, there's
That's it.
only one you.
That's it.
And so we want to be who God called us to be.
Amen.
So he has some principles. I mean, I'm sure all 50 of them, you
Okay.
can walk away with something. But I really like that one that says add value.
That's a lot. It means a lot.
It means a
It
lot
does.
is to
And
add value.
we should add and not take away
Yeah.
from people.
Yeah.
We should add
Yeah.
to them, make them better.
Yeah. Add value.
Very
And
good.
so with that being said, legacy is important.
Yes, it is.
Because when I encounter you, I hope to leave something of value today with your audience.
Yes.
I hope to leave something of value for you.
Yes, you have.
And for anyone. And that's what we want to do when we encounter people. And it can be just a positive word. It could be, oh, wow, you look so good. Right. I love that. I love what you said. I mean, just things that we say to people.
Yes.
The positive things that we say.
And how we treat
and
people.
how we treat people. We want to add value.
Isn't that wonderful?
To people. It is.
I love it.
And he has another one in there that I like. It says mentor is crucial.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah. And you better say that, because I
was
just telling somebody
that. Yes,
just
mentor
the other day
is crucial.
How important mentorship is.
Yeah.
And we have to have it.
Yeah.
No one is an island, and everybody needs someone.
And let me just say this to those that are watching. You don't have to have a college degree to be a mentor. You don't have to be a doctor, attorney, a pastor, a teacher. You don't have to make six figures.
That's right.
Anyone, the custodian at the school,
come on now,
can be some of the best mentors.
Yes.
They see you, they see everything.
That's right.
I met a young man who worked in maintenance at one of the schools in Auburn. And we were talking about it. And I told him, I said, you would be a good mentor. Just in my conversation with him. He would make a wonderful mentor. And he shared a story with me about he and some other people, maintenance people, mentoring to a group of young men that were on the wrong path.
Right.
And he said they followed them from the junior high school all the way to high school. And they stayed on the right path.
Isn't that wonderful?
So the least expected people can be the best mentors.
Oh my goodness! So it's not always looking to doctor, lawyers, and and people that are in higher positions.
Positions, right? Yes, the least of them.
It can come from anywhere.
And we need to grab a hold, and that's leading into one of my initiatives that we started, which is our golf mentoring program.
Yes.
Where we have adopted young people from the community that might be interested in playing golf. Wow. And this is females and males from junior high.
Y'all taking older people?
Yes. And we have matched them with some older people who are golfers.
Oh, wonderful.
All races.
Mentorship.
And it's not so much about the golf, although they are learning the basic principles, the fundamentals of golf.
Right.
But it's the mentoring. How you doing?
Yes.
Anything you want to share with me that happened in school today? How are your grades? Just being that earpiece.
That's right.
For the young people, listening and helping to guide them. So during the winter months, of course, it's too cold to go on the golf course. So we are looking and recruiting golfers, people that love golf and that can help our young people.
Yes.
And we're looking for mentors and mentees. So if anyone is interested, please contact me. You can go to my Facebook page, Marion Sankey, or to the dreamdayfoundation.org and just send me the information and I will contact you.
That's good.
So mentoring is important.
Very good.
Important. And these are people from all backgrounds. And we literally had a female who was a pro golfer to come on and to help lead us with this initiative.
Wow. That's awesome. Amazing.
Yes. It's amazing. So we had girls and boys and girls who were our mentees. Yes.
That's wonderful. Yes. I
Yes.
love it. I mean,
Yes.
that says a lot.
It does.
It says a
It
lot,
does.
and
They
you,
need you.
yes, yes, and we have
They
to make
need
ourselves
you and
available.
make ourselves available.
Exactly. I
Yes.
love it.
Doesn't take a lot. We only meet once a month
Okay.
actually. And then if they want to meet again, we'll set it up where we can meet.
Mhm.
But they meet them at the golf
Oh
course.
wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. I never thought of that being a mentorship
It's a
program.
mentorship
That's good.
program.
That's good.
And two, we want to let our young people, everybody doesn't want to play football.
Right.
Everybody doesn't want to play
That's
basketball
right.
or baseball. There
But
are other sports, and golf
yes.
is a great sport to
Hmm.
learn. So the
Okay.
kids loved it.
Oh
They've
wow.
learned a lot.
And it's good
Yes.
to be well rounded and
Well rounded.
learn some other things
Hmm.
besides the norm. That's good.
Absolutely.
That's good.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I tell you what, our time has gotten away from us. And Miss
Yes.
Marion, I tell you, this has been so overjoying and just full of excitement for you and what you're doing, what you're bringing to the community,
Thank
and all the
you.
things that you have in your heart to do.
Hmm.
And I want to encourage you to keep doing it, keep going, keep thriving, and make sure that your children are going to let you continue to dream their foundation for at least you got to hit 30. You got to
Oh,
get 30 under
wow.
you. This what? So 26,
Oh,
so 4 more years.
can I have a little talk with Jesus?
Yes, yes. Talk to the Jesus, talk to the kids. And maybe
Yeah.
they'll give you the grace to continue to
Yes,
do it.
yes, I
Because you
love
do
it.
such a fantastic
Well, thank you for
job.
what you do.
Well,
And I
thank
know
you.
what it takes to do what you're doing.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is a great vehicle
Thank
for
you.
people to know what's going on in the community, in the world.
Yes.
This is great. It's
Thank you.
beautiful. You better say
You
that.
better say that.
I love the title. Awesome.
Well, thank you so
And
much. I
thank you.
appreciate God for giving it to me. And I appreciate the help and I appreciate the people that come.
Yeah.
I have great guests and I want to kind of broaden my horizon, just kind of do some things, outside of here.
Absolutely.
So God has got given me a few things to do. So I'm trying to
Okay.
stretch out a little bit,
Okay.
So
Well, I might give you a call.
you do that.
Okay.
You do that. I'll be glad to
Okay.
come and do whatever you need me to do.
Thank you so much.
You're
you so
welcome.
much.
You're welcome
Thank you
again.
so much. And I just appreciate your prayers. And every
Yes.
time I encounter you, you've always been so sweet. We've
Oh.
met in Office Depot, in various stores,
Yep.
and it's like we know each other, have known each other for 30
Ever.
years,
Yep.
forever.
Yep.
So I thank you.
It's the kindred spirit,
Yes.
and I
Yes.
appreciate you and I love your spirit too. And I really literally took the time and just asked, okay, who can I bring? I can't bring anybody from New York or California, Chicago. We have women, powerful, awesome women right here in Opelika.
We do.
And you were one of them.
Well, thank
You were one of them.
We do. There's so many
Many.
powerful women in Lee
Yes.
County, right here,
Right here.
like you said.
Yes.
And that's why I asked Jock to come. He's a homeboy,
Right.
homegrown,
I know him.
born, raised, educated right here.
Right.
Moved to California
Okay.
recently. Actor, author, activist, and so
He came home.
just came home to do this.
Isn't it wonderful?
That's wonderful.
Well, I'm going to get a copy of that book.
Yes,
Because I
yes,
need it, and I'm going
yes.
to add value to somebody's
That's
life
right.
by putting those into action.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? And
yes,
sharing it.
Yes, we have
so-
many authors around here.
Yes, we do.
In
A
your
lot.
book, yes.
So
we
I'm,
do.
I'm an author, so I'm working on some other things too.
Yes.
So we pray that God can, cause me to thrive in that area too. But I love what I do. And so thank you again for being here today.
Well, thank you.
It was my joy to have you on
Thank
here today.
you.
So
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you. That's the end of this dynamic show. Listen, like us on Facebook and our YouTube channel. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, thank you. You better say that.
You better say that.
The best talk show, you better say that. The guests on the show, you better say that. Give knowledge and hope, you better say
Women in Ministry TV's Book of the Month is Transforming Devotionals by Jacqueline Battle. These 30 devotionals will feed your spirit. You'll be encouraged and inspired to read them daily. When you give a gift of $20, we'll send you your own copy of Transforming Devotionals. Just visit womeninministrytv.com and fill out the contact form. Don't forget to mention Transforming Devotionals in your message. Giving is easy. You can donate to Women in Ministry TV through Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Or you can mail a donation to P.O. Box 250882, Montgomery, Alabama 36125.